Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, November 7th, 2022. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with news that Logan Paul may not be the only Paul brother stepping into the ring for WWE. PW Insider reported yesterday that there is interest on both sides in working further with Logan's brother Jake Paul, who got involved on Saturday at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia when Logan faced Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal title. Although there are no specific plans at the moment to have Jake Paul wrestle, WWE reportedly is open to doing something when the time is right, and Jake indicated his interest during a post-Crown Jewel media event on Saturday.
Jake, you supported your brother today and with the WWE thing. Are you going to pursue the WWE career and be part of it in the future?
For sure. Why not? You know, that was so much fun. And I know we could take it a long way. And I loved it. I loved everything about it. And then everyone in the WWE was super nice, super helpful. So it just seems like an amazing company to be a part of.
Jake Paul, who began his career fighting on the streaming service Triller before signing a promotional deal with Showtime Sports in 2021, is 6-0 as a professional boxer and has been reputed to be a box office draw, although the validity of Paul's reported pay-per-view box office performances and his level of competition has been regularly called into question. With a roster update from a story we reported in October, Wrestling Observer Newsletter's Dave Meltzer is once again reporting Bandito has signed with All Elite Wrestling. In early October, Meltzer reported Bandito had signed the deal but retracted the story as WWE was still attempting to also sign the former Ring of Honor champion. This morning's Observer story notes the length of the deal and the details on his ability to work outside of AEW are not known. In ticket sales updates, WrestleTix reported last night that tonight's Monday Night Raw at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania had 266 tickets still available, with 5,158 tickets distributed. WWE's last event in the building, the SmackDown taping on May 13th, drew 6,485 people. WrestleTix also reported 2,800 tickets have been distributed for Wednesday night's AEW Dynamite at the Agganis Arena in Boston, with 730 still available. During AEW's last time in that building for the April 6th Dynamite and Rampage tapings, it drew 5,683, more than double the current figure for Wednesday's show. In other WWE news, the company confirmed to Fightful yesterday that they have interest in bringing back Chelsea Green, who wrestled for NXT from 2018 through 2020. Green has been wrestling for Impact in the NWA as of late, and told Fightful that she still has several commitments to honor through March of next year. WWE indicated that Green was one of several formerly contracted female talent that they'd recently reached out to in an attempt to grow the women's division, which in addition to Green includes Mia Yim, Tegan Nox, and Emma, who just returned to WWE television last week. Turning to the National Wrestling Alliance, two-time former NWA World Champion Nick Aldis has given his notice to the company according to a subscribers-only video he posted to Instagram yesterday. Aldis cited creative differences with the NWA and voiced his displeasure with the company's direction under Billy Corgan. There were reports of a falling out between Aldis and Corgan back in July when Aldis was removed from his scheduled match against NWA World Champ Trevor Murdoch at the NWA 74th Anniversary pay-per-view after Aldis had been publicly critical of Corgan. Aldis is still scheduled to face Odinson at NWA Hard Times 3 on Saturday, and his current contract runs through January, according to PW Insider. Aldis has been with the NWA since 2017 when Corgan first bought the company, spending much of that time as the NWA's champion and top star. With 1,309 days as title holder, he's the longest reigning NWA World Champion of the 21st century and the sixth longest reigning of all time. And we close with some news out of Japan. Yesterday, the Dragon Gate promotion ran their Gate of Destiny pay-per-view from the Edion Arena in Osaka, featuring a slew of title matches. In the main event, Yuki Yoshioka retained the Open the Dream Gate Championship over Yamato, pinning him after a frog splash in 23 minutes and 8 seconds to make the third defense of the company's top title. The Triangle Gate six-man titles changed hands in the semi-main event when Kai, Shun Skywalker, and Masked Z, Ishin Ihashi, defeated Masaki Mochizuki, Susumi Mochizuki, and Mochizuki Jr. Ihashi revealed himself to be the newest member of top heel faction Z-Brats. In other title matches, HYO retained the Bravegate Championship, topping Dragon Kid, and Dragon Dia and Madoko Kikuta retained the Twin Gate tag titles over Big Boss Shimizu and Strong Machine J. Also on Sunday, AEW's Hikaru Shida made the second defense of the Pro Wrestling Wave title she holds by defeating Yuki Miyazaki at Tokyo's Korakuen Hall. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.